Hi, I'm Joe Dante. This is Trailers from Hell. If I throw the title The Brain Snatcher at you, does it ring a bell? Maybe not. How about Dr. Maniac? No? Well, if I say The Man Who Lived Again, that might sound a little more familiar. But the actual title of the movie that we're going to talk about right now is The Man Who Changed His Mind, which is the original title of a movie that has been pretty much impossible to see for many, many decades. And for Boris Karloff fans like me, it was a major rediscovery to discover that there was actually available a really good print on a DVD recently of what has turned out to be a kind of a lost classic. This served as the template for the Mad Doctor series that Karloff starred in for Columbia several years later. But this one is better than any of them, and is in fact pretty much of a rediscovered classic.
I understand, I'm old, but don't you see with this new part I needn't remain old? I can take a new body, a young body, and keep my own brain. And you too. You won't always be young. When you grow old, I can give you a new body. Think of it. I offer you eternal youth, eternal loveliness. I have been able to take the mind of one chimpanzee and transfer it into the body of another.
Ably directed by the talented Robert Stevenson, who shepherded Orson Welles through the stylish Jane Eyre and finished his career at Disney with such classics as Old Yeller and Absent-Minded Professor and Mary Poppins. It's from a clever script co-authored by Sidney Gilliat, The Lady Vanishes. It features Karloff in one of his least heralded roles as a chain-smoking, obsessive brain specialist, convinced that he can capture the soul and transfer it from body to body. Anna Lee, later to co-star with him in the classic Bedlam, is the lab assistant who gradually realizes he's insane when he transplants the mind of his embittered, misogynistic manservant, Donald Calthrop, into the body of his rich benefactor, Frank Cellier, who has just cut his funding. Cellier gives a startling performance on par with Stanley Ridges in Karloff's later brain switcher, Black Friday. The dialogue is smart and snappy, and Stevenson's direction much better than in Karloff's later American Mad Doctor movies. Long available, if you could find it, only in substandard dupes, there's a high-quality DVD out from Sinachi Video, previously known for good transfers of the Abbott and Costello TV show.
There's no further need for you. Thanks to you, the boy's on his way to the Institute. But I'll take his body, and he'll take mine. A body that'll be hanged for murder.
We've all grown up thinking certain movies that we've read about and heard about were out of reach. But if we can just hold on long enough, well, we don't want to miss London After Midnight when they find it, now do we?